All right, number 8, find the equation of the axis of symmetry of the parabola, and we're given the function f of x equals x squared minus 6. And I think what I'll do with this video is, or rather this question, number 8, is do two parts. I'll do this first part, finding what our axis of symmetry is using one method, and then I will create another video using an alternative method, and you can watch both and see which one you like. All right, but so for the first video here, what we'll do is let's first and foremost find the vertex of this parabola. And recall that the vertex is defined as the point h, k. And the reason we want to find our vertex is because for a parabola that opens up or down, the axis of symmetry is defined as the equation x equals h. So if we find our vertex, well, finding the vertex means we have to find h, and once we have h, to find the axis of symmetry, that equation, all we have to do is take the h value and plug it into this equation, x equals h. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our given equation, f of x equals x squared minus 6. And we can look at this equation, this given equation, as being in standard form. And you'll recall that standard form is defined generally as f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And if we're given standard form, we can find the vertex by finding h, and h is given by the equation negative b divided by 2a, and then k is given by f of h, meaning we have to find h first, and whatever the value of h is, to find k, we take that h value, plug it in, and that gives us k. So if we look at this given equation, x squared minus 6, as being in standard form, well, it almost resembles ax squared plus bx plus c, but notice we're missing a term, right? We go from a second degree to no degree, our constant. So we're missing that x term, that bx term in the middle. So what we can do is we can rewrite our given equation as f of x equals x squared, and no different than when we do synthetic division, we're going to add 0x, that was the term we were missing, minus 6. And now we can see we have our square term, we have our single x term, the x term, and then our constant and constant. So now we have all three terms that we're looking for standard form. So let's go ahead and find the vertex now. So first we know that we need to find h, and we're going to use negative b over 2a to do that. Well, here looks like a equals 1, here b equals 0, c equals negative 6. All right, so if h equals negative b over 2a, well, we can say negative b, well, what is b? We just said it was 0, divided by 2a, and what's a? Well, a is positive 1. So here, when we distribute this negative through, we have a negative times 0, and we know anything times 0 is just 0. So we have a 0 on top over 2 times 1 is 2. Well, 0 divided by anything, 0 over anything, is just 0. So we know that our h value for the vertex is 0. All right? And once we have the h value to find k, all we're going to do is take this h value and plug it into the original equation. So let me go ahead and I'm going to erase some of this work here. So if you need to copy it down, go ahead and pause the video or rewind, as always. That's the nice thing about YouTube. All right, so now that we have our h value, what we're going to do is plug it into our function and evaluate. Remember, this is f of h. That's how we find k. All right, so if we plug in 0, we'll evaluate. Well, 0 squared is just 0, minus 6. So we get 0 minus 6 is negative 6. And so our vertex is located at the point 0, negative 6. Well, we're looking for the axis of symmetry, and as we discussed at the start of the video, to find the axis of symmetry, all we need to do is to define the equation x equals h, and in this case, we just found that our h is 0, so what we can do is we can say, all right, erase the h, plug in 0, And there we have it. X equals 0 is our axis of symmetry for number 8. So again, what we did is we took our equation here, our given equation, x squared minus 6. We more explicitly wrote our equation in standard form by filling in the missing x term. Based on that, we were able to find h based on negative b over 2a. And then while we didn't really have to find k, we didn't really need to find the entire vertex, we went ahead and did it just for the extra practice. And because we found h, we know that for a parabola that opens up or down, the axis of symmetry is defined as x equals whatever that h value is. And so in this case, number 8, x equals 0. If you don't like this method, take a look at the alternative method, the next video in the playlist. You may like that better. We're going to get to the same answer either way, just using vertex form instead of standard form. All right, but I will see you there.